Hey everybody, it's Deanna with toolsofenergyprotection.com, your energy shift advisor and Akashic Records expert. I'm starting a live tonight here on Instagram and Facebook because we have some stuff that we need to get on with here tonight. Let me get all my cameras adjusted. I just had a beautiful woman, one of my former students, now contemporary, who is graciously, mwah, you know who you are, helping me to transform my platform because I told you all this was coming. This platform change is coming. So I've got people on Instagram, I've got people on Facebook, also have another computer that I'm running to help me make this all possible. So if I'm not looking right at you at the moment, it's because I don't have anybody in my studio going camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. It's all me. This is March 22nd, 2021. If you like the video, I believe that you can press share on Instagram and Facebook. I think that you can do that, but I sure hope that you will because, ladies and gentlemen, this is Monday night. You know, I usually do a Tuesday night live. No, I am not early. I am coming on like they used to do in the old days when there was a big shift in the world, there was a big shift in the planet, and, you know, Walter Cronkite, okay, I just dated myself, would come on and say, "Good evening, everybody," you know, and what the latest news was. So I am actually on tonight. I'm going to ask you if you know somebody who's highly sensitive, if you know somebody who's empathic, if you know somebody who might be a star seed, please share right now this video. And if you're watching later on the recording on YouTube, I just didn't have enough devices to get you on live as well. But this is so super important. We have had one of the most tremendous energy shifts for 2021 since we had all that up and down. And if you'll remember, if you've been following me for a while on these energy shifts, what would happen is that we would see, like, there's a chart, it's called Schumann's frequency. It's a real measurement of the electromagnetics of the planet, and we would see the waves go across, and then we'd see this huge white, look like waterfall going across it for 3 or 4 hours back about a year ago, a little bit more than a year ago, getting us ready for the age of Aquarius, zapping everybody's energy. And then COVID came at the same time. It's just this really universal energetic shift because when COVID was in its full swing, then when COVID hit, it was like, everybody stopped. The whole planet stopped and took a breath. And it made people reevaluate who they were inside and how they were feeling inside and where they were going. And so now we are here a whole year later. I think it's a year and a week, since we've gone, to shut everything down and all that. And so now there's a resurgence. I am calling this officially post-COVID, okay? You heard it here, post-COVID. Because I believe that we are coming out of COVID right now. I believe that we are shifting away from that. And here's why. And here's why I came on tonight. So red alert to highly sensitive empaths and star seeds. You've been awakening for a while. It's becoming faster and faster for more of you. Many of you have gotten headaches over the last 2 weeks. You've drank enough water. You've had the right food. You've had the right sleep. Didn't have too much to drink or smoke. And you're like, what the hell is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. These energies are pervasive. These energies are creating a sequence of bioelectromagnetic pulses that are causing the high-pitched whine, the pressure in the ears. And this is the time to change, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. And somebody asked me, I posted it on a Sensitive Fight Club the other day here on Facebook Live, or Facebook on the Sensitive Fight Club. And they said, what do you mean it's time to take action? What I mean is there are a lot of us have been living in our heads. If you're on Facebook Live, if I can get a thumbs up for how many of you out there have been living in your head, which means you think about things, you analyze things, you think you're going to do something, and it's a year later and you haven't done squat. Okay, how many of you are like that? And there's a bunch of things I'm going to throw at you one right after another. And if any of these resonate with you or if you can identify with them, share this video, hit like, hit thumbs up, hit whatever you got, because we're going to try to raise this video in the analytics. And it is an important, important video. And I ask you to hang on. And as sometimes people get on here and like, oh, what's she talking about? And it's not interesting to them, so they drop off. This is not one of those times you want to drop off, because I'm channeling directly from my guides. I know they were talking to me earlier today. And then this beautiful lady that's helping me out, who's becoming very much a dear friend. She's like, I said, how do I do this? How do I make it so I can show my Schumanns, to my Facebook Live people without having to hold up the piece of paper in the printer? And so she showed me, we're on it. The energies are going, that's taking action. So I actually asked for help. She took action, gave me the help. Now I'm taking action and I'm showing it to all of you so you can benefit from it. That's the kind of action I'm talking about. How long have I been talking about, oh, I got to get this so you guys can see it on Facebook and I don't have to print these things out, and I haven't done it, right? You can call me on my poop. I haven't done it. Now I'm doing it. And there's some other things that are going to change that I haven't done, because this energy is lifting us up and it's so beautiful. What you've been thinking about, if you put it out in the 3D reality, you're going to be able to lift yourself up. You're going to be able to go to the next level. You're going to be able to expand. And let me tell you, you're going to need it. If you live in the United States, literally a section of people just got more money sent to them to try to stimulate the economy. Okay? That's maybe a good thing. All right? Not going to get political, but I'm calling it like I see it. So the next thing that's happened is those people will hopefully take that money and they'll go out and spend it in the economy, and it'll trickle down to, everybody on the bottom, and everybody will have money. That's the general idea. But my question is, why aren't they taking that money, and instead of trickling it to just a section of people, why aren't they reinvesting in the economy and creating jobs that people can obtain that aren't unattainable, get them off unemployment, and get them back being productive citizens where they feel better, which raises the collective consciousness? Okay, like I said, not getting too political, but these are the things that I've been wondering in my mind. So the answer I'm getting from Spirit is that may not be something that's taking place in the here and now. It may not be taking place on the political scene, but what is taking place, if you will, behind the scenes or in the spirit level, is those of us that are awake, aware, and have been called to action, called to duty, who came on this planet in this frickin' time and space to be here now, to raise the vibrational frequency of the collective consciousness. You are being called, and whether you follow me, whether you go enroll yourself somewhere else, I don't care at this point. I'd like to have you enroll with me, of course. But what I care about is that you are stepping forward. You are developing yourself. You are creating better self-love, better self-esteem, because you're going to need it. And you're looking at people in your life that are lower vibrational, and you're like, this person really just nags at me. I had a lady today, just a beautiful woman. And she said, I'm feeling like in my business, I'm shooting to a certain level, and anybody who's dragging me down, I'm going to have to cut them off. And that may include family members. Okay. I don't ever recommend that you get rid of family members, but sometimes you got to narrow how much you allow them into your life. You've got to narrow that focus just a little bit. Because you might have a family member that every time you talk to them, they are toxic. And they make you feel bad about yourself, although they really can't make you, you allow it. Maybe there's a family member that just picks at you every time they talk to you. Usually it's a parent, sometimes a sibling. So instead of talking to them every day, you might have to talk to them once a week and limit it to 15 minutes. I don't know. You might have to get some therapy or some counseling. But that's what you're being drawn to do. That's what you may be feeling like you're having to do. Can I get a thumbs up over here on Facebook and a heart maybe? Okay, I see somebody wanting an appointment over here. I know who that is. If you can text me, I'll hook you up, or go to toolsofenergyprotection.com and click on sessions and pick yourself out a time there. But we'll get together. So what I'm saying is, please share this video. I see people over here on Facebook that are dropping off, and there's so much time and energy that it takes for me to come on and do this platform, that I love you all and I do it willingly. But when I see people getting on and dropping off, it really makes me wonder if I'm not saying the right things. So if you hear this message and you feel like there's a different way to receive it, can you let me know? Just send me a private message and say, hey, this is something that I maybe didn't understand, or something that didn't make sense, or if it makes total sense, just send me a message. It really does help me because I'm working on delivery. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's get on over to what I was doing. Okay, so this is the first time I've ever done this on Facebook Live, so fingers crossed. Those of you on Instagram, I don't think I can do this on Instagram because it's a different platform. So once this is done, go over to toolsofenergyprotection.com. Give me about roughly 10 minutes, and I will post on toolsofenergyprotection.com a blog for 3/22/2021, and I will put these pictures up of Schumann's frequency so you can go over there and look at them. Like I said, this is the first time that I have ever done this on Facebook. So the desired outcome is I'm going to share a screen on Facebook, and you're going to see the Schumanns. If it drops, I will come back. I promise I'll come back. Just be patient with me. I'm learning new things. Like I said, I don't have anybody here helping me do this, which would be nice. But at the present moment, it's just me. So let me get over here and see if I can do this sharing here. It's supposed to make it so I can share. Well, that's interesting. To give me just a second. I did this before I came on, but it doesn't look like once you go live, it looks like it's a little different to set this up. I'm looking to start the screen share. And it looks like once I've gone live, it's not letting me do the screen share. Oh, that is maddening. Okay. Like I said, I started this earlier so that I could come on and get on and do this, and it's not going to let me do it. So it's really important that you see these Schumann's frequencies, because what's happening is we'd have a steady stream of a waterfall. And now what we have looks more like an hourglass figure. So you got so many different things that are happening. So what I'm going to do, even though this is, you've got to see these things. It's just, make sure I can't. Maybe there's a featured link I can put on. Maddening. So that's really weird. I'm supposed to be able to, nothing like real time. Nothing like real time. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I hear on Facebook, since it's not letting me add that screen in the background, I'm going to go ahead and go off here. If you're watching this later on YouTube or on my webpage, look for the second link dated 3/22/2021 part 2, because I'm going to go over and hook that live stream in the other way that I know how, and then I'm going to come back and go live, because this is so super important for you all to see this and to understand what's happening. So I will be back shortly. Just stay here live, keep refreshing your screen, and I will pop back up again soon. Sorry. On the job training 101.